Do you find yourself lost, scrolling through social media, wondering who you are? You know, the funny thing is, I ask people who they are all the time, and they really don't know. Okay, so what is self-discovery? Self-discovery is the act or process of gaining knowledge or understanding of your abilities, character, and feeling. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Dhanusha. I help millennial women practice holistic self-care so that they can show up as their best self and avoid burnout. If you're looking for self-care, you come to the right place. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for clicking on this video. Today, I'm chatting all about self-discovery, as you can see by the title of this video. It has been a journey for me, and I really hope that you can learn about my journey and why I think that you really need it. So if you want to know more about this, then just keep on watching. I know, I've been really bad with the shout out of the week. Let me just do that. Okay. Last week's video was a nighttime routine. Thank you for watching. Shout out of the week goes out to Katania Govender. She says, great video. Thank you for your self-care tips, especially the yoga and lifestyle videos. Thank you so much. If you want to be shouted out in next week's video, you just comment on this one and maybe I will shout you out. Okay, what is self-discovery? Self-discovery is the art of knowing or acknowledging oneself with our core beliefs, with our childhood, with our traumas, and really discovering our path and realizing, you know, what is it that actually led you to this path and why are you here? It helps you to know who you are and therefore growing closer towards yourself. Without this, life kind of be a little bit lost. You kind of just on this path because you're here, and not everything is as intentional as it may seem. A lot of the times we are forced into situations, circumstances, events that is not necessarily of our own doing. Society's pressure on us is quite high. Our family pressures, peer pressure. This can make you do things or choose paths that you really weren't for you. I've talked about this before. I've talked about how I felt that I was pushed to study or I needed to study due to like society standards and why I quit. If you find as though that you don't actually know yourself, you don't know what led you to this place, then self-discovery is something that you should definitely look into. For me personally, I think self-discovery has really helped me find my true calling in life, find what I want to be doing, also help me with my goals for the future, as well as let go of things that really weren't meant for me at this moment. You'd find that I actually let go of a lot more things than I held on to. And the thing is, sometimes we choose things because we're fearful and because we're not sure what the future holds. But the more you know yourself, the more you actually know what aligns with what you want to achieve in life. And without knowing or looking back and reflecting, it becomes very difficult to really understand yourself. And I think for me, it really did start with makeup and hair. Like looking after myself on that level really helped me to kind of express myself in a way that I haven't before, and taking on my natural hair, becoming, you know, proud of my natural hair was a huge step as well for me, because I've always loved curly hair and I always loved thick voluminous hair, and it was something that people had pushed me away from doing. But getting into the makeup and, you know, the glow, it really helped me to take care of myself, but also express myself. And the expression kind of led me to look in further as to like, why do I like this? Why am I attracted to this? And then the makeup turned into writing like blogs. And then I figured, oh, you know what? Let me start an online blog, because people were asking me certain things and I was in this group, and then it became my own blog, and then that turned into my own brand. And then I realized, oh wait, I'm actually like really passionate about digital marketing. And then I ended up going into the field and leaving behind my computer science degree because it was completely not for me. If I had not self-reflected and really chose the path that I wanted to and leave behind the things that I didn't, I would be on a completely different path right now. Sometimes you get into these things for the complete wrong reason. And that's why I think self-reflection really does help. The other thing that has helped me is self-awareness. And I love meditating. I love doing yoga for this reason, because it really does let me see myself from the outside perspective, not who I am on like the physical level, but more on a spiritual and on a soul level. And I really recommend that you try it, even if it's guided meditation. It really will help you to see, this is who I am, you know, this is who I am. There's like outside of all of this, I have, you know, a deeper understanding of myself. And the other thing that's really helped is journaling. I talk about self-discovery and I share some tips on how to journal for self-discovery. You can check that video out. I really think journaling helps you to grow closer towards yourself. It helps you process and reflect. Sometimes what happens is when things happen, we kind of just ignore it. We kind of think like, oh, you know, it's just part of life. And we don't really take on the effects of it. And we don't know how it's going to affect us for the rest of our life. And then we get to a point and it's just like, where did this belief come from? Where did this, you know, how did this happen? And that's what journey has really helped me to do, to process, to understand, to grow a deeper connection with myself. And I really recommend it if you are interested in knowing thyself. Another thing is social media. Social media has played this huge pressure, or has played this like huge part of our lives for such a long time, and maybe in the last 5 years, but even before that there was always social media. And I think that we don't necessarily realize the impacts of it, and we're always comparing our lives to people we see on them, and you can get into this deep dark hole and you're like thinking you're not good enough and you aren't worthy and you're not even far in your life because you see what everybody else has had. But trust me, if you could see their real life, you would realize that, you know, the comparison and comparing life paths, especially in terms of self-discovery, it's really not going to serve you. And I think this is where the course of Amazi has come in and really did help me to see myself in a different light. Amazi She Tribe has sponsored this part of the video. They are a social impact brand by women for women. Basically, it means that everything that they do contributes to the upliftment and development of vulnerable women in the country. How amazing is that? Globally, as women, we control $20 trillion in consumer spending. Imagine if we could actually intentionally spend that money so that it could go into women-owned companies. Well, they've made this possible, and they develop and uplift more women. So I've been taking their self-discovery learning path, and it has really highlighted so many things for me that has helped me to really uncover and unlock parts of my life that I didn't necessarily recognize was there. It helps me with my core beliefs. It helped me to understand where my trauma comes from as a child, and it really just helped me grow closer to myself. I really recommend this if you're looking for a way to grow closer to yourself, and if you want to help uplift other women. Basically, they are creating a world where women thrive, because when women thrive, everyone thrives, right? They are also donating 50% of all courses purchases on their website for this month to women in KZN that were affected by the riots. I really think that if you are able to purchase this for yourself or someone you know that may need it, it would be a huge benefit to them, as well as the women in KZN that do truly need us. They are working to make the world a better place for women. They also have a Rands and Change program. Basically, that means if you buy something for the value of $250, they actually match that $250, and they use that to uplift vulnerable women as well. Imagine that every cent that you spend could actually help other women. I think it's amazing, and I think that there isn't many brands doing such incredible work. So check out the link in my bio if you're interested in buying any of their courses. They range from $250 to over 1,000 Rand, and I really think that they are so impactful and so useful, because most of the time we forget that we need to do the inner work. Without doing the inner work, we sometimes find ourselves lost, confused, and we really don't know everything that we are and how much we can achieve. So these courses really helped me to understand myself more, and that's honestly the most important investment that you can make in yourself. And if you want to win an amazing learning path from Amazi Beauty, all you have to do is comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, and tell me why you think that you really need this. Head over to my Instagram and also interact with my Amazi posts there. Don't forget to leave your Instagram handle on this video so I can find you and track you should you be the winner. and there's going to be a virtual event for you guys to join, and I'll link all that in the description below. It is not available yet, but the link will become available soon. I will let you guys know once it is available, and I will put all the details for the competition down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys have learned something from this. If you have, please pop me a comment and head over to Amazi and check out the courses that they have available. Just note that the courses that you buy during this month, 50% of it will be donated to women who need it in KZN. Thank you so much to Amazi for sponsoring this video. I do hope that you go and check them out, and I'll see you in my next video.